Welcome to Today of All Days, episode 22.
Don't let me catch you half-mast. Today is Wednesday, June 14th, 2017. And on this day, we celebrate Flag Day!
Flag Day commemorates the day that the Second Continental Congress adopted the flag of the United States of America, aka Old Glory, aka the Stars and Stripes, and aka the Star-Spangled Banner.
I thought that was just a song.
Well, you'd be right and wrong at the same time.
Old Glory was adopted on June 14th, 1777, and since then, the American flag has gone through 26 modifications. That makes the current design the 27th.
Now, most Americans know the story of how Betsy Ross created the first American flag. However, we have breaking news for you, America. Your childhoods are completely in shambles.
Shattered.
All of your memories of what is true and what is false just vanish. The truth is, there is actually no corroborative evidence to support the fact that Betsy Ross created the American flag. None.
It hurts. I always thought of Betsy Ross as like the grandmother of the United States. Sitting there, knitting away, putting Old Glory together. She puts the glory in Old Glory.
But now we know that she's just old. Actually, she's dead.
The first national flag is historically thought to be the Continental Colors, or the Grand Union Flag. It is not clear who designed the Grand Union Flag or when. However, it is seen as having been easily produced by simply adding white stripes to the British red ensigns of the time in order to distinguish the U.S. from Britain following the American Revolution. And rightly so!
That being said, Margaret Manny is thought to have been the person who created the Grand Union Flag for Lieutenant John Paul Jones, who hoisted the flag aboard his ship, Alfred was its name, on December 3rd, 1775. This is seen as the first time the flag was flown in the United States.
Now, the actual creator of the first official Stars and Stripes U.S. flag may have been Francis Hopkinson. Francis Hopkinson claimed to have designed the flag along with the U.S. seal and a whole slew of other insignia. However, there's a little bit of controversy because no sketches have ever been found to prove that he did indeed design the flag.
A shiesty one we have on our hands.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, there was a team of 14 individuals who worked on designing the flag. Congress denied Hopkinson's repeated requests for payment for the design on account of the flag's likeness to his design being incidental.
They did try to pay him, but because there was a team designing the flag, he was already getting paid as a congressman, so they went with that.
The current 50-star version came out after President Eisenhower announced that he would be accepting submissions for new flags to commemorate the addition of Hawaii and Alaska to the Union. There were many identical designs, but the submission of a 17-year-old Robert G. Heft received the most publicity, and the design became official in 1960. It is the longest-running version, sitting at 56 years of use. Now that might be a grand old flag.
That might be an Old Glory for sure. And speaking of old, it's time for
Today in History. In 1834, sandpaper was patented by Isaac Fisher Jr. in Springfield, Vermont.
Wow, imagine a time before sandpaper. What did people do before sandpaper?
I don't know, but it sounds rough. Now, although Fisher did patent the first sandpaper as we know it, he only improved upon past innovations. The earliest use of sandpaper was in 1st century China, where crushed shells, seeds, and sand were bonded to parchment using natural gum.
Wow, so they did do something before sandpaper. They made sand parchment. And the native Comoros would also use dried shark skin for smoothing rough surfaces due to the placoid scales working like some of our finest sandpapers found today.
And if you didn't know, placoid scales are only found in fish that are more cartilage-based. So if you have like a shark, it's actually very, very, very microscopic, tiny little scales. Very fine. Even on an electron microscope, they're even small on that. So imagine how fine of a finish you could get on something. You could make wood look like glass, I would imagine.
And I believe shark skin was also used for its grip because of those microscopic placoid scales. One of the most popular uses was on the handles of swords.
Oh, very cool.
Imagine that! 1,000,000 little scales digging into your hand. You can't let go of that even if you tried.
Be like Spider-Man, but to a sword.
And that brings us to
International Bath Day. Now you may be thinking that we're trying to let you know that you smell a little funny, or that we invented this holiday just to tell people to go and cleanse themselves of the disgust that runs rampant upon their bodies. But this is an actual holiday. So, to celebrate today, go and take a relaxing bath. Don't let anybody disturb you. Maybe even turn on some music. Just have some alone time. Go lay in a bath and do nothing but just be. Until the water turns uncomfortably room temperature, as it always does. The earliest plumbing for bathing dates back to 3300 BC in ancient India.
However, the earliest surviving personal bathtub was a 5-foot-long pedestal tub made from hardened pottery discovered on the Isle of Crete.
I don't know if I would like to take a bath in that. Like, what if it was made up of, like, broken pottery? You know, when you slip in the tub? Ooh! My bum! I slipped a bit, and now I have another booty.
Or at least another butt crack.
Ooh!
But, with that, we want to encourage you today to take a look around you. It is National Flag Week as well, so you might have noticed some of the buildings in your town have flags up when they usually don't. Or there might be little celebrations or parades. See if you can participate in any of the festivities.
Also, if you have a project that you're working on, and you gotta smooth out those edges, just remember that sandpaper wasn't always around. We just get to go to the store, pick out what grit we want, and work on our projects. So feel good about it. And after you're done working on those projects, go take a nice, relaxing bath.
Ease your body as well as your mind and spirit on this day.
Today of all days.
Today of all days.
And we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.